beautiful, palatable creation. But be careful how much you feed him, else he destroys you. Give him no drink. Say who he is. Right, that was a 1,000-year-old pub quiz. Can anybody guess the answer? Anybody guess the answer? Something that can be very destructive, very useful. If you feed it too much, it'll destroy you. You can't give it drink at all. You all know it.
Alcohol.
Not alcohol. Alcohol's a good answer, but not alcohol.
Ego.
Ego is wonderful. The great thing is about the Anglo-Saxon poetry is you never know what they didn't write down. They didn't write down the answers. So ego is as good as anything, but that's not the normal answer. Something that's very destructive. You can't give it water, but you can feed it, but not too much. And yes, I heard it in the back. Louder. Fire! The answer is fire. Right, that should have all got you in the mood for thought. In all of Western thought. It is the reason why we went to war with Iraq in 2003. And it is the only reason. I don't know if any of you know the story of this. When Tony Blair was thinking about going to war, do you know the one document he read? There was Thomas Aquinas' justification for a just war. And in that interest, I'm going to do this in two voices. The first is the voice of the master, Aquinas himself. And the second is a certain slimy politician who you all know and love so very well. Because he's such a reasonable guy, you know. Before this feels a travesty, medieval philosophy, and this is medieval philosophy, 1273, is always written in two voices. So it kind of works. And it does what philosophy does very well. Satire. Article! How is it that we can ever fight a just war? Let me show it to you all. Oh, that would be a good idea. First, tell me the main objections to war. Well, in my long experience, I was Prime Minister for 10 years, you know. There were 4 main reasons that people said no to war. The first were those poor little innocents. You know the ones who all say all killing is murder. You know the kind. The second was mostly the French, if truth be said, who would always say, and the Russians, and the Chinese, now is not the time. Let's not fight yet. Let's give sanctions a chance. Let's line our pockets in the meantime, no doubt. And then there were those souls who would say, look at us, we're at peace, we don't want war, why would we want war, this is peace. And finally, there was those innocents, those blessed peacemongers, the ones who would say, who would start to worry about the excessive militarization of society. Those were the main reasons against war that I experienced. Can you have an answer to them all? Yes, I can. A good answer. If you would know how a war is just, you must satisfy these 3 criteria. The first, a war is just if it is only in defence. Let us fight no aggressive wars here. Oh, so suppose you've got an enemy who's got weapons and they can use them against you in, say, 2 hours. 2 hours? That seems rather long. Oh, all right then, 40 minutes. And they're very nasty, and they can give them to an enemy. Was that then justified? Of course it is, as long as you believe that is true. Oh, don't worry, I believe it. The next thing you must have to have a just war is you must have the due and proper authority to fight it. What? The proper authority? How will I get that past the... Hang on a minute. How can I tell what is the proper authority? Who knows? Do you know who is the proper authority to fight a war? Well, of course I know. The proper authority is the duly appointed leader. Not a robber baron, the man who is elected by the people or appointed by God. And he must decide in his conscience. What? All I need is my conscience? Oh, good. Say on. Thirdly, no war can be for profit. Let us have no war for profit here. But suppose you get profit from it, is that okay? Of course it is. That is a special providence of God. You may fight if you get profit, but not for profit. Oh, good. And now I will answer your objections. To those who say all killing is murder, we cannot fight any war, I tell them they've made a clear mistake. They've mistaken what a state can do and what an individual can do. I can kill you is murder. But if the state tells me to do it, it isn't. Oh, good. That sounds nice. What about the French? Well, I have an answer to them. There is no right time for war. There is never a time for war. That is not the point. War is not that kind of thing. You wage a war on a matter of judgment. If your judgment is that you can fight, then you can. Say on. Thirdly, to those who say we're at peace, we don't want war, The answer is simple. There are many evil pieces in the world. There is the piece of Beelzebub, the piece of Mammon. Sometimes you need to fight if you want peace. Yes, I know that one. And for the fourth lot, all those people who worry about the excessive militarisation, the answer is very simple. Get real! As I say, I haven't actually exaggerated that. That is exactly what Aquinas argues. And you can see that is what he used in the war in 2003. Tony Blair went through them all, he justified it to himself, he won a war. It's bloody scary, really, because you can actually justify anything.